At first, it looked like nothing. Just a grainy security video from inside an elevator. A young woman steps in, presses several buttons, and waits. But the doors refuse to close. She peeks into the hallway, hides in the corner, waves her arms in strange patterns as if speaking to someone who isn't there. Then suddenly, she walks out and disappears. Days later, guests staying inside the infamous Cecil Hotel began complaining about something disturbing. The water tasted strange. It smelled odd. And when maintenance workers finally checked the rooftop water tanks, they made a discovery so disturbing it would turn this mysterious disappearance into one of the most haunting true crime stories in modern history. This is the chilling case of Elisa Lam. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old university student from Vancouver, Canada. Friends described her as curious, intelligent, and deeply thoughtful. She loved books, photography, and writing. On her blog, she often shared reflections about life, travel, and personal struggles. Like many young people her age, Elisa wanted adventure. In early 2013, she decided to travel across California alone. She documented her journey online, posting photos and updates as she explored new cities. But her trip had one unusual stop: a hotel in downtown Los Angeles, a place already surrounded by decades of dark stories. The Cecil Hotel. For years, the hotel had been connected to violent crimes, mysterious deaths, and even serial killers who once stayed there. But Elisa probably didn't know that. To her, it was just another affordable place to stay, a temporary stop on her adventure. Unfortunately, it would become the last place she was ever seen alive. Elisa checked into the hotel in late January 2013. At first, everything seemed normal. She explored the city, visited bookstores, and kept updating her family online. But soon, something began to change. Hotel staff later reported that Elisa had been acting strangely. She had initially been placed in a shared hostel-style room, but after other guests complained about her behavior, the hotel moved her to a private room. No one knew exactly what had happened, but it was clear that something was off. On January 31st, Elisa Lam was captured by a security camera inside one of the hotel elevators. The footage would later become one of the most unsettling videos ever posted online. Inside the elevator, Elisa presses multiple floor buttons. Then she leans forward and looks nervously down the hallway. The elevator doors refuse to close. She steps outside, looks around, then jumps back inside, pressing herself against the wall as if hiding. Moments later, she steps out again, making strange hand gestures in the hallway, as if she's talking to someone or something. And then, she disappears. That elevator footage would be the last confirmed sighting of Elisa Lam alive. Days passed. Elisa stopped contacting her family. Her parents quickly grew worried. She had always stayed in touch during her travels. When calls and messages went unanswered, they contacted the police. Soon, the Los Angeles Police Department launched a missing persons investigation. Search teams checked the hotel. Dogs were brought in. Officers even searched the rooftop. But somehow, they found nothing. Meanwhile, guests at the Cecil Hotel began reporting a strange problem. The water pressure in the building had dropped, and the tap water looked dark. Some people said it tasted metallic. Others said it smelled terrible. Still, no one expected what maintenance workers would soon discover. On February 19th, nearly 2 weeks after Elisa disappeared, a hotel employee climbed to the rooftop to inspect the water tanks. There were 4 large tanks that supplied water to the entire building. When he opened one of them, he froze. Inside the tank, floating in the water, was the body of Elisa Lam. The discovery shocked investigators. How did Elisa get onto the roof? And more importantly, how did she get inside the sealed water tank? The roof of the Cecil Hotel was not easily accessible. Doors were locked, stairways had alarms, and the water tank lids were heavy. Some even required ladders to reach. Yet somehow, Elisa had ended up inside one. Police began examining every possible explanation. Was someone chasing her? Was she forced into the tank? Or had she climbed in herself? The mysterious elevator video only made things more confusing. Millions of people watched the footage online. Many believed Elisa appeared terrified. Some thought she was hiding from someone. Others believed she might be hallucinating. Then there were even stranger theories. Some internet users claimed the hotel was haunted. Others believed there was a conspiracy. But investigators focused on evidence. The autopsy revealed no signs of physical trauma. There were no defensive wounds, no clear evidence of assault. Her belongings were found nearby, and toxicology reports revealed something important. Elisa Lam had a history of bipolar disorder. She had been prescribed medication to manage it, but during the investigation, doctors discovered that her medication levels were unusually low, which means she may not have been taking them properly during her trip. Without medication, severe bipolar episodes can cause paranoia, confusion, and hallucinations. And suddenly, the strange behavior in the elevator video began to make more sense. For months, the case fueled wild speculation online, but eventually, investigators reached a conclusion. According to the official report from the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Coroner, Elisa Lam's death was ruled an accidental drowning. The theory was chilling, but simple. During a mental health episode, Elisa may have climbed onto the roof. She could have entered the water tank herself. Once inside, the steep metal walls would have made it almost impossible to climb back out. Trapped in the darkness, alone. Eventually, she drowned. The eerie elevator footage likely captured her during a moment of severe psychological distress. What looked like fear of someone else may have been fear created by her own mind. In the end, investigators found no evidence of homicide, no suspects, no signs that anyone else had been involved. The case was officially closed as a tragic accident. But for many people, the mystery still lingers. The elevator footage continues to circulate online. Viewers debate every movement, every gesture, every second. Some still believe something darker happened inside the Cecil Hotel. Others accept the medical explanation. But one thing is certain: the case captured the internet's imagination like few other mysteries ever have. Today, the Cecil Hotel still stands in downtown Los Angeles. Its long history of tragedies continues to attract curiosity from true crime fans around the world. And the elevator footage of Elisa Lam remains one of the most unsettling videos ever released in a missing persons case. A young traveler, a strange night, an elevator that wouldn't close, and a mystery that even after the investigation ended, still leaves one haunting question. What really happened in those final moments inside the Cecil Hotel?